Alrighty, my lovelies. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sitting however you feel comfortable. You can close your eyes or you can keep them wide open as you begin to take in some nice, slow, gentle breaths. Start to feel your ribs expand. Maybe there's a bit of a lift about the shoulders, buoyancy about the head and neck. Gentle easing with the exhale. I'd like to share and invite you your intention towards a sankalpa. I accept my divine, beautiful body. I accept you as you are. You are wonderful. So as we move about our mats, our practice, all within our skin, please continue to come back to the sankalpa of accepting your divine, beautiful body exactly as it is. With wonder and love. Lovely. Please lift your hands, start to rub them together nice and gently. So not vigorously, really sort of caring, tenderly, just building up a little bit of warmth, starting to feel a little bit of magic, a little bit of love. And then we're going to lift our warm hands and just rest them over our face. And we're just going to gently shift the hands and the fingers around on our face as if we're applying a cream made from love and well-being. And then if you wish, you can allow this cream out into your hair, ears, your neck. And just sort of spreading love and well-being all over and into the rest of the parts of your body. Smile. Just feel the palms and the softness of your fingers. And if you wish, you can allow your hands to run then down over your ribs, your waist, hips, legs. Beautiful. Eventually the hands lift and return back into your heart center. Lovely. So I'm kneeling. I'm going to reposition my legs. I'm going to lift them out in front of me and bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees fall out wide. And because I'm only just starting my practice and my movement, even though I've been moving around all day, I've still got my feet a fair way in front of me. I'm not sort of challenging the stretches in the legs too much at all. Beautiful. Hands back in front of the chest. Breathing in, reaching the arms up, slowly turning around towards the right hand side and just letting the arms fall wherever they are. And maybe your left hand rests kindly on the knee. Beautiful. Another breath in here, lifting the ribs up, feeling the crown. Lift a little taller. Slowly return back to center. Crack, crunch, there they begin. Inhale, hands all the way on up. Feel the ribs expand outwards, then upwards. Lovely, gently spin around to the left-hand side. Right hand can just rest, just fall very fondly on your own knee. Legs are relaxing, breathing in, lifting. Exhaling, letting go. Arriving. Wonderful. Return back through to the middle. Arms lift all the way up. We're going to bow forwards from the hips. Arms can reach forwards just to support the upper body. Exhale, let the hips sink as the lower back lengthens and the heart folds forwards, perhaps towards the feet or into this space in between the legs. Beautiful. Another breath, gentle breath here. And the hands walk you back on up. Let's take the right leg behind us. So you can reach it out to the side, or you can bend the knee and have the foot out behind and line the front shin up. So I call this mermaid pose, where the front leg's in 90 degrees and you might have about 90 through the hips and the back leg. Don't worry too much about how you're sitting here, just allow the legs a little bit of comfort. Hands heart center, reaching up, lifting the ribs, letting the hips sink and ground you as you bow forwards. Again, arms can support you. If you wish, you can let the chest fall and lay all over the front of the leg. Beautiful. If you wish to challenge the muscles in the outside of the front thigh, tuck that left hip, tailbone, back behind you. One more breath here. Excellent, lovely. Hands helping you all the way on up. Gently lifting the knees and letting the feet rest on the floor. Bring the legs back in front. So we swap it over. Right shin now to the front. Another crack crunch. Leg moving out behind. So again, don't sort of overanalyze or force the pelvis where it's sitting at the moment. There's going to be a lot of work in and around through the hips that'll complement also the work we're going to do through our heart space. Whenever you feel ready, bring the hands to the heart center. Breathe in behind the thumbs, into the chest. Lift the arms up. Remain steady through the legs and the hips as you reach forward. Beautiful. Breathing into the sides of the ribs, starting to sneak deeper, fuller breaths down towards the belly. Easy. Thinking about drawing that right thigh bone back. Gently and kindly, and soft across the tops of the shoulders here as well. Lovely. Rolling and lifting ourselves up and bringing that left leg back in front of us. So we're going to keep this left leg up in the air. We're going to hold that knee in towards the elbow and the other foot in the right hand. And we're just going to rock here. They call this rocking the baby, but I've got a very long leg, so my baby would not be held very safely here. And we just want to sort of open up down into the back of the hip. Lovely. If you do feel like you're rocking a baby, please take a moment to drop into that sensation of love, unconditional, adoring, beautiful emotions, endless, limitless. And just let those feelings just arise and be. Excellent. Kindly place this leg down and we'll swap it over to the other side. So that knee comes in towards the inner elbow. Left hand holds the left foot, just gently rocking. So again, sometimes it takes a few times doing a particular pose to kind of get it or feel it. So try not to overanalyze whatever you might be doing in this moment or the next moment. Again, just think about how wonderful our bodies are and all the amazing stuff they do for us. Lovely. Gently releasing the foot. Both legs stretch all the way out in front of us. Hands, heart center, breathe in. Exhale, bow forwards. One breath cycle here. So you can lift the body up if you wish to get that extra space. Exhale, start to feel the stretch really travel down through the back of the legs. Tuck the chin in towards the chest and feel the length also in the back of the neck towards the head. Beautiful. Breathing in, lifting and rolling all the way on up. Arms reach up, gentle rotation through the sides of the waist. Left arm forwards towards the right knee. Beautiful, really reach that right hand backwards, soft through the top of the neck, throat, shoulder. Beautiful. Rise all the way on up. Same thing on the other side. Stretch that right arm out in front. Stretch that left arm all the way back. Breathe into the heart space, let it open forwards. Lovely. Gently releasing, arms back up towards the sky, and they just rest back down by our sides, and we transition onto hands and knees for a few cat-cows and some thoracic rotation. That's through the ribs. So when you feel ready to be grounded, beautiful, breathe in, open the heart forwards. Exhale, round all the way around. So you can have your toes tucked or the tops of the feet flat, whatever suits you in this moment. Really let that heart shine forwards, belly stretch to the floor, tailbone lifts on up. And then take your time pressing down through the fingertips, not just the heels of the hand. rounding all the way the other way. So one more breath cycle here, or even if you'd like to take 2 breath cycles, which each direction, absolutely you can do that. And then we just steady, nice and neutral for a moment as we raise the right elbow, start to look towards the right hand side. Exhale, hand comes behind the left wrist, breathe all the air out. 2 more of these. Try to keep that left shoulder joint open and lifted rather than collapsing down. Beautiful. Inhale, breathe into the front of the chest, sides of the chest, back of the chest or the upper back. And exhale, draw the belly button in, blow all the air on out. Lovely. Return the right hand down and just have a moment if you feel like you need to reposition to square on off. Our right knee is going to lift now out to the sides. So think about squeezing the glute and lifting that knee up out to the side, inner thigh to return the knee back towards the floor. Beautiful. Pressing equally through the fingertips, lifting the leg on up, lowering down. So more work in and around the top of the thigh, in towards the pelvis. Was that 3? I think that's 3. Let's do 1 more. It's always that last one, isn't it, that gets us. If you want to have a quick stretch back in child pose, let the arms reach all the way out in front of you. Let the spine round over the legs. Exhale, let all the air out again. Beautiful. Start to breathe in, let the body float up as you fill. Reposition the hands under the shoulders. So we've got that thoracic rotation on the left side. So raise the left elbow out, start to look to the left. Exhale, bring it all the way in and under. Fabulous. Sort of still trying to keep the spine long. Tailbone pointing backwards, crown out in front. Breathing in, imagining the heart space, just fill and then just gently deflate on that exhale. That's our last one. Place the left hand down, take a moment if you need, start to think about the left glute, the back of the hip, as we raise that left knee out to the side and then lower the knee back towards the floor. Wonderful. Little bit of a tickle through the tummy so that it can help support your body even though you're only on 3 limbs. Tailbone stretching away from the crown. Last one. Too easy. Tuck the toes under, hands reach out in front. Beautiful active child pose stretch. Breathing in here to stretch through the sides of the waist. And then we lift the upper body up, really press the fingertips into the floor as we lift the hips into downward dog. If you'd rather stay on hands and knees, you can do that. Otherwise, walk the heels a little, just sort of keeping the feet where they are. Sorry if I confused, but just let the heels drop and the feet sort of walk, imaginarily walk. Feel the hips tip over and that stretch through the lower ankle, calves, all the way up through the legs to the hips. Beautiful. And then let the legs be still and steady. Let the heels hang low. Breathe in, stretch the mat away. Tailbone lifts. 1 more breath cycle here. Open across the shoulders, the back of the heart space. Exhale, stay nice and floaty. Breathing all the air out. We're going to walk the feet forwards towards the hands. Let the upper body just round down over the front of the legs. Beautiful. Another 2 breath cycles here. Inviting the body weight into the balls of the feet. Trying to keep the tailbone lifted a little bit higher and the upper body to hang a little bit lower down the front of the knees. Beautiful. Rolling up as you're breathing on in. Stand up through the legs, upper body unravels, arms keep moving. Let's keep them moving all the way up towards the sky. Palms meet, come back down in front of our heart space. Stay as you are, breathing here. I'm going to turn and face you, but stay where you are. Beautiful chair pose. Draw the inner thighs together, face lifts. Exhale, bend the knees, tailbone behind you, stay. Breathe into the top of the chest, invite the breath all the way down. Exhale, tailbone, that energy right down towards the earth. 1 more breath cycle here. Soften the sides of the neck, across the tops of the shoulders. Stay with the exhale as the toes relax. Beautiful. Inhale, push the feet into the floor, come up to standing. Release the arms, breathe in, reach all the way on up. Lovely. Exhale into a forward fold. We're staying here with the forward fold for 3 breath cycles. Beautiful. So really invite the breath into all the corners of the upper body. Towards the bottom of the lungs, the sides, the back, the middle. Just let yourself breathe, unraveling all through, relaxing through the upper body, strengthening through your legs. Exhaling completely. Soften the knees as you roll back up to standing. Arms will reach wide and then back up above you. There's no race. Palms will meet, slide back down in front of our heart space. And let's sit our hips back down into that chair again. Knees move forward, tailbone behind. Strengthening, warming up into the legs. Lovely. You can remain here, or if you wish, you can add a rotation. Left hand to the right knee, reach the right arm out. Breathe in, slide the left hand down, lift the right arm up. Exhale, equal pressure down through both feet. Inhale, one more to open your heart, softening the front of the throat. Lovely. Stay anchored through the legs as you release the hands back to the heart center. If you wish, nose dive, forward fold. Whee! 1 breath cycle here. Full deep breaths. Lovely. Bend the knees into chair. Lower the hips down. Hands come back to heart center. Right hand releases to the outside of the left. Left arm out to the side. Slide the right hand down. Lift the left arm up. Square up the hips. Beautiful. Feel the belly change, move, work. Awesome. Slowly return the hands to the heart center. Forward fold. Beautiful. Gentle breath here. Full exhale, letting it all go. Bend the knees. We're rolling up to standing. So just keep pressing down through the feet. Feel the legs strengthen as they stand. Arms can keep floating. We're going to stay standing. Hands return to heart center. Lovely. Little shoulder roll here. And we're now ready for our sun salutations. So I'll just move back towards the top of the mat. See how we go. Sun salutation A, a nice easy one with some low lunges. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, bow from the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, ground the hands and the right foot only steps back. Only the right foot. Keep that left foot in front. And as the right knee lands, you can move that left foot over a little wider if you wish. We're in a low lunge here. Lovely. So roll all the way on up. Hands to heart center. Reach the arms out to the side like an aeroplane and tip the right hand down. Left arm up. Come back through center and over to the other side. So try to keep your hips steady, working through the legs. Pelvic floor, sides of the waist. One more time each side. Think about the shoulder blades just lightly shifting behind the ribs. Maybe they're tipping your neck and head over a little bit. Maybe you're super wobbly. It all doesn't matter. It's all pretty wonderful. Oh, lovely. Hands to heart center. Flow over the front leg as we step the left leg back. You can be on hands and knees in cat-cow or your super long plank. Inhale, we're lifting. Exhale, lowering down through chaturanga. Inhale, raise the back of the head, elbows point behind. Exhale, flow back down and through, push the floor away. You can remain on hands and knees or tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward dog. Let out a sigh and have 3 breaths here. Trying to encourage the breath into the back half of the chest, towards the back of the ribs, the shoulder blades. Feeling the triceps want to roll around and underneath you. Softening through the back of the neck, back of the shoulders, collarbones. Lovely. Complete exhale here. Thinking about the right leg only. Bending the knee and bringing it back in underneath us. Lowering the left knee for a lunge. So we're in a low lunge here on the other side. Rolling on up. Wardrobe readjustment and reaching the arms out to the side. Lovely. Left arm down first, right arm up. Steadily, slowly, back through center and the other side. So just sort of begin this movement without comparing to how we were moving before. Just try to keep that right hip down, legs steady, right foot anchored. Beautiful. So it's 2 times over to each side. Oh, and then we come back to the middle. Beautiful. Hands, heart center for a brief moment. We're going to flow over the front leg. We're coming to standing. So press this right foot down through the floor and let the back foot lift as the feet walk together. Beautiful. Forward fold, half lift, forward, blow all the air out, let it all go. Beautiful. Roll up to standing. Press the feet into the floor. Arms reach out wide. Keep flowing, keep lifting, stretching up. Beautiful. Bow forwards all the way. Tailbone lifts on up as the crown sinks. Beautiful. Half lift. Left side this time. Left foot lifts up and steps backwards. Softly land the kneecap as that right foot walks a little bit wider. Hands to the hips. Stay as you are. I'm going to turn around and face you. We're in a low lunge. So we have those cow face arms this time. So our left thumb stays up. Palm comes behind the head, right thumb turns down, goes in around behind the body. Just breathing up and lifting. Maybe the fingers interlace, maybe you're just holding onto your shirt, but keep trying to open and stretch those elbows away. Soften through the front of the heart, right hip tucks under and breathing. Just feel every breath come past and tickle into your heart space. Breathing in love. Exhaling, breathing out wonder, joy, bliss, sometimes even pure amazement of what we can actually do. Why do we doubt ourselves? Ever so kindly, one more breath cycle just to experience all that there is in this moment. Awesome. Slowly release the hands down and let them frame that front foot. As we step the right foot back, you can remain on hands and knees or step all the way back into that long push-up position. Beautiful. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down through chaturanga. Inhale, back of the head lifts, extending the spine. Beautiful. Blow all the air out as you lay down. Fingers press the mat away. Tuck the toes, lift your hips, downward dog. 3 breath cycles here. So if it feels all the same to you, because this is always how you do downward dog, maybe just sort of step your toes a little bit wider, or maybe a little bit further behind you, or just something a little bit out of the norm, just so that you can feel, experience something else that might be hiding but amazing about your body. And exhale completely, thinking about the left knee and the leg as it steps in underneath, slowly lowering the right knee. Beautiful. Setting yourself up as you need, rolling on up. Reaching the arms out to the side, and then the right thumb keeps lifting on up as the left thumb turns down and reaches behind us. Beautiful. Just breathing, lifting the face, the chin. So maybe there's a really beautiful, big, tall backwards bend, or maybe you're just sort of opening up into the right side of the body. Just breathing and feeling here as those elbows stretch away from each other. There's not too much pressure of the hands into the body. Somewhere between the body and the hands, they're meeting halfway. As you breathe in, feel the chest expand and the back expand into your hands. Normally our hands are in front and we can feel it really easily. See if you can feel it very subtly or more interestingly now. Beautiful. Slowly releasing the arms, stretch them out wide, and then they frame the front foot as we prepare to stand. So the left foot pushes through the floor, lift the right leg up and in. Beautiful. Halfway lift. Exhale, release. Beautiful. Bend the knees, roll up to standing. Arms reach out wide, up to the sky. Let's have a breather. So hands come back down in front of our heart space. Keep your eyes closed if you wish. Just simply let your body breathe as you feel into the energy starting to spin and swirl and mix all in and around your body. Really drop in to your magical essence that is you. Fabulous. Inhale to lift. Exhale, just to soften and ease, remain. Next, inhale, let the heart lift into the thumbs. Exhale, release the hands. Beautiful. Sweep them all the way up to the sky. Lift as the ribs expand. Exhale, bow forwards. Beautiful. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, ground the hands. Right foot only steps backwards. But we're going to keep the knee up this time as we tuck the tailbone and roll up into a lunge. Hands can start on our hips. Take your time, just sort of allowing the feet width if they need it until you feel steady and balanced. Just reach the hands towards the front knee. We're going to breathe the arms all the way up, bend the elbows and have the arms in like a cactus pose here with the heart opening forwards. So if you like, lift your face, spread your fingers, palms are open, heart is open, balance, breathe. Left heel's anchoring you in. Beautiful. One more breath. Elbows might be able to squeeze wider or further back. Lovely. Release the hands, flow over the front leg, getting ready to step that left leg back into your plank. Beautiful vinyasa flow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Inhale through gentle, easy cobra. And if you want to really push the upper body up, exhale, beautiful. Lift the hips all the way up into downward dog. Let the heels sink heavy. 3 breath cycles here. Really active through the arms and the hands. Maybe trying to expand across the tops of the shoulders. And invite relaxation into the sides of the neck. One more breath. Magic thinking about the right leg as the knee comes in underneath. Try to keep the left knee off the floor if you can as you roll up into your lunge. Hands can rest on the hips until we get our feet set up nice and straight and strong. Reach the arms forwards, breathe in, lift them up. Elbows bend back down, cactus. Breathe into the heart space, feel the back of the ribs, press into the shoulder blades. On the exhale, maybe the shoulder blades squeeze closer together and open the elbows. One more breath here. Really soft and gentle about the face, under the chin, down the sides of the neck. Excellent. Release the hands forwards. We're going to come to standing. So push the right foot down, lift the left foot forwards. Beautiful. Halfway lift, full forward folds. Breathe all the air out. Bend the knees and roll all the way on up. We're going to keep moving, breathing, reaching the arms up. Exhale, bow forwards again. Keep the legs super tall and the upper body relaxes, releases all the way down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, ground the hands. Left foot this time steps backwards. Give it some width as well as length. Bend the knee as you roll up to standing. And let's bring the hands to the hips. Lovely. So we're going to find warrior one here. So if you wish, pivot on that back foot, straighten through the leg, tuck the tailbone under. Nice. Hands can start at heart center. And we have eagle pose arms. So we're going to reach the arms all the way out in front. Right arm, same arm as front leg, comes underneath as the arms wrap, and we breathe. Again, breathing in through the front. It's a little bit squashed in the front there now. So if you wish, you can try to direct the back space of the lungs. Keep squeezing the tailbone under, and that front knee can keep bending a bit further forward if you wish. Soften across the back of the shoulders. And then let your attention run down the inside of the shoulder blades. And just feel into those spaces as you breathe and the ribs expand and the heart just melts. Beautiful. Slowly release the arms, reach them all the way up to the sky and find that lunge again. So return this knee underneath as we flow over the front foot and step that left foot back into plank. You can rest on hands and knees or child pose if you wish. Inhale, really strong as you lift. Exhale, control as you lower all the way down, keeping the spine long. Inhale, crown lifts, face smiles. Exhale, lower down, push the floor away.
Whew, tuck the toes, lift the hips. It's starting to get warm. That heater's working. Our internal heater, lovely. Thinking about the left foot as we bend the knee and bring it forwards. Lovely. Let's start with that high lunge. Hands can catch the hips. When you're ready, ground down through the back leg. Tuck the tailbone under. Keep the knee open over the toes. Lovely. Hands from heart center, simply reach out. Left arm this time crosses underneath. Eagle pose arms. Oh, I didn't do that properly. The higher up the upper arm we can reach and cross, the easier it'll be about the elbows. So we feel that stretch to the top of the arms, into the shoulders and the back. You might be feeling it somewhere else, so just let the breath go to those places. And just inviting a little bit of ease and softness and love. Tailbone under, breathe right down into the belly. Magic. Slowly release the arms up towards the sky. Pivot on that back foot so we're back in our lunge, ready to flow forwards. Take your time here because we're going to step forwards. Right foot steps forwards, halfway lift, full forward fold. One breath cycle here. Really trying to lift the hips, the tailbone a little higher, and then soften, hang a little bit more through the sides of the neck. Exhale, bend the knees, take as long as you like to roll up to standing. Close your eyes and just be in your amazing, beautiful body. Arms will eventually reach up above you. Palms will eventually meet. We'll stay upright. And just feel your hands flutter all the way back down towards your chest. You can keep them there in Anjali Mudra, or you can release them and just let them rest over your chest. Just let the body breathe, move into the palms of the hands and the fingers. And just with every breath, there's that little bit more softening, maybe some swaying. Just another breath cycle here. Lovely. We're gently going to lower ourselves back down towards the floor for your favorite and mine, cow face pose. Oh, so let's stretch the legs all the way out on it in front. And there are plenty of options as we move through this, so I will offer them. Please feel free to, go with whatever suits you and your body today. Let's start by bending the right foot up and bringing the hip forwards. Lift the foot all the way over if you can. Give it a little cuddle as we spin around towards the side and get that length through the outer thigh. Crown to the sky, letting the right hip foot just sink. Same with that hip. Beautiful. Coming back through center. Option to lay this leg down with the knee pointing towards me. Over. If that's uncomfortable or it just doesn't suit, doesn't work, absolutely fine to keep the leg out to the side. Forward fold coming up here, hands to heart center, breathe in, reach the arms forwards, lightly bow. So don't worry if this leg's lifting and stopping you from moving forwards. Just keep breathing into the sides of the waist, keep softening all through the upper body and easy down the back of that left leg. So the left heel's reaching out towards me. Lovely. Reaching and lifting all the way on back up. You can keep the legs exactly the same, or you can bend this left leg, tuck the ankle in behind. And the intention here is for the kneecaps to be stacked, ouch, in front of the pubic bone. So take a breath in, and on the exhale, think about the inner thighs drawing in together. So it's an energetic, like a bit like chair pose, a little bit. Beautiful. Arms reach out to the side. So we did this before in our low lunge. Same arm as top leg, palm comes behind the head. Flip the left hand as the back of the hand skims past. So this is cow face arms. Yeah? Our arms are supposed to look like the cow's ears, one up, one down. If you wish, you can bow forwards, just go steady. Notice which parts of your body have contact with the floor. As best you can, guide a little bit of stability and foundation into the tailbone and the hips. So when you breathe into the bottom corners of the waist, the lungs, there's that lift. You get a little bit of extra length in the spine and ease through the heart as you bow forwards. 2 more breath cycles here. If you need to lift yourself up, please do so. Otherwise, just remain, just exploring into the amazing feels and just being so surprised and delighted with what our bodies can do. Grounding down through the hips, exhaling completely. Stay grounded as you breathe in and lift the ribs all the way back up. Beautiful. Release the arms and let the hands fall by the waist. Lift the legs, stretch both legs out in front of you. Nice. Hands heart center. Reach up, forwards fold. That feels good. 2 more full breath cycles here. Where can I soften? Where can I let go? Where can I just let be? Magic. Rolling on up. Lifting the left knee and the foot for a gentle rotation. That left hand, the fingertips just lightly touch the floor and we lift up through the left arm. Trying not to cut the breath short, trying to still encourage a little bit more air in and within so that there's more to let go of. Beautiful, returning back to center. And here's lots of options with this left leg. So we can bring it across and let the knee lay out in front, or of course you can just let it fall out to the side for our forward fold. Inhale. Exhale, lightly, carefully lower down. Beautiful. Hands can crawl along the floor. They can just hold on to the knee. They can reach to the foot, whatever's interesting. Exhaling completely. Hands walk you on up. Opportunity to check in with the alignment of the hips here. Tailbone down, hips aligned, so you can stay exactly as you are as we add in the arms, or you can bend that leg underneath you as well. Intention here is for those inner thighs to squeeze together, kneecaps to be aligned in front of the pubic bone. Just notice how the legs feel, and if there's anything that's a little bit too ouchy about the knees, too straining on the knees or the ankles, please ease out. Look after yourself, reaching the arms up. Beautiful. Same arm as top leg, palm behind the head. That's the left one, yes? Bend the hand down. Right one. Beautiful. So just breathing as that left elbow lifts and the right elbow points down towards the floor. Just remaining in this complex sort of moment, or taking a big breath out, feeling the joy and the relief of letting go and bowing forwards if you wish. Just feeling into the parts of your body that are connected to the floor, and just be reminded that they're there to support you. You can do this, just stay quietly. Stay soothing, slow exhale. Grounding through the hips, lifting the ribs up as you breathe in, releasing the arms, lifting the legs up so they can stretch out in front of you. Wowzers. Hands heart center, easy forward fold. Beautiful. So breathing into the back of the body here, exhaling, drawing the belly in towards the spine, just feeling the heart melt over the front of your legs. Just let that melting sort of radiate out into the shoulders, the tops of the arms.
Might even sneak into the bottom areas of the neck. One more really luscious, soothing breath cycle here. Excellent. Slowly let yourself walk up to sitting. We're going to transition onto hands and knees for our final peak pose, pigeon pose. So let's go from hands and knees. Or we can do this. So if you wish, you can sort of flex the feet and lift the hips up into the air into downward dog. Feel a bit more length through the back of the legs and the sides of the waist. Or you can remain here on hands and knees, whatever suits your wrists and your arms at this point of the day. Lovely. Take a breath in. Feel the stretch and the openness, and as you exhale, bring the right knee in towards the right wrist. Lovely. So the foot can stay tucked and pointed backwards, or you can shift the foot so that the right foot's coming towards the back of the left hand, and our left knee, goes down. Awesome. So you can stay up quite high like this, or if you wish, you can let that back foot drag you back as the toes are pointing straight back. Excellent. Breathe in, open the heart forwards. If you can, let this hip flexor soften and sink. So the purpose of pigeon pose here is to open our hearts. So quite often it's challenging, so we just want to lay down and fall into it. But today we want to be lifting our heart, letting it shine forwards. So let your hands move out as wide as they need to help ease and help offer that. Or if you wish, you can reach your hands out and they can just support the back of the head, lifting the crown to the ceiling. Notice how the hips are opening. Try to square them towards the front if you can. Tailbone down, crown lifting. Beautiful. One more, open-hearted. Big full breath here, smiling. Stay upright as you release the hands. Beautiful. We're going to push the hips backwards. Stretch the legs out in front of us, nice and wide. Hands, heart center. Reach forwards with the hands, but ever so lightly, so we're not straining here. Heels are down, toes are up. As you breathe in, we're going to reach out to the right hand side. Lovely. Right arm reaches back. Walk back through center or come back all in the one breath. Other side, nice and gently. Heel down, toes up. Magic. Coming back through the middle, allowing yourself some ease. Oh, and a few noisy sighing out breaths. Hands help you walk back up. Repositioning onto hands and knees. Ready for that pigeon on the other side. Oh my gosh, we can do this. Lovely. So again, you can come from hands and knees, or if you want to play around with downward dog, that's fine. Whatever will suit you, but just notice what's a habit or what you're doing, what you think you should be doing. Lovely. Either way, that knee now starts to come behind the left wrist, and we start to turn that foot so that the shin lines up, kind of, to the front of the mat. Back of the knee, back knee rests down, flat through the top foot. Squeeze the right glute to line up the hips. And if you wish, that back foot can slide further back, but the toes are pointing straight behind you. Looking beautiful, ladies. I've seen this pose also referred to as Swan, so we can just be sassy swans here right now. Feeling into the tops of the legs, giving them moments to ease and relax. If we're feeling any tension or tightness, we can back away. We can take the hands out a little bit wider. Feel the chest lift. Feel our hearts shine. And there's that beautiful tenderness and softness about the sides of the neck and the face. Lovely. Let's see if we can lift those hands off the floor. You may not be able to, oh, this side's a lot more challenging than the other side for me, for whatever reason. Maybe that's information for me. Maybe it's just stuff. Tailbone down. Allow your attention to wander up the vertebrae. Lifting, opening, feeling.
till you get to the crown. And there's just lightness and bliss and joy. Open those elbows out, don't let them push forwards. One more breath here. Magic. Slowly release the arms. Push the hips backwards and the legs open out again. I'm going to swing my legs back around to the front. Oh, for another wide-legged forward fold. Whew. Hands heart center, heels heavy, toes up. Breathe in, smile, bow forwards. We've done amazing. So we can let these fingertips crawl forwards, or we can just let them rest down towards the floor. The elbows can bend or they can be straight. We're definitely in that restorative recovery stage of our practice now. So still wanting to invite the breath in to offer us length and space. And we let the breath out. Let it carry away anything we don't need. Now hopefully that adds to a bit of a lighter feeling that you'll get through your body. Beautiful. Hands walking you up, allowing you to sit tall as you lift the knees. Bring the feet close together and the knees fall out wide. Hands slide down the shins towards the feet. Bow forwards. So just 3 breath cycles here, really inviting yourself back into your own energy, sort of cuddling, curling on up in within you. Really exhale slowly, gradually, all the air, let it just drain out. Magic. Press the feet down as you start to lift the upper body up. Grab a hold of those knees, bring them nice and close together and wrap your arms as long as you can around your shins and body. Give yourself a big cuddle. You can even give yourself a wink here. Alrighty, so we're getting ready to lie down now. In that reclined posture, we'll do a few hip rotations and still ease up a little bit through the lower back and the legs before slunking on into Shavasana and meditation. Beautiful. So as you feel ready, ease yourself back down. Wriggle, adjust your clothing, whatever needs to be, keeping the feet together, knees together, thighs together. Arms, however, rest out by your sides. And just taking a few breaths to let the upper body rest into the earth. The upper body's had to do a lot of work in holding itself up. All practice, it doesn't have to do that now. So allow the upper body to just rest and not do anything. Embrace nothingness. Beautiful. As you breathe in, we're going to roll the knees over to the right-hand side. Try to keep the knees together so that left leg will come all the way up on top, left hip up nice and high. Let the legs just hang over to the side. Beautiful. As you breathe in next time, roll back to center. Stay here in the center, and with the exhale, let go. Feel the feet just fall in. Sacrum sinks, spine, everything, the head. Beautiful. Next breath in, roll the knees over to the other side. Bring that left leg nice and tight, nice and close to the right. So it's a softer stretch up into the top and the side of the leg, the hip. Beautiful. Breathing back in as the knees lift. Feet rest on the floor. Breathing in, sinking. So we're going to keep the knees together, but we're going to walk the feet out wide. So as we heel toe the feet out wide, the knees might lower down or they might separate. So that's fine. Just let the inner thigh muscles here just sort of lengthen out and the knees be heavy. But again, notice if there's any pinching or sharp pain anywhere. Just don't let gravity take you too far, further than you want to go. So the outside of the thigh is not doing anything. It's just sort of in its own space.
inside of the thighs are being lengthened, just with a bit of a gentle inward twist. Lovely. Lift the knees on up. Bring the feet back sort of closer, but not too close together. Hip width. Lovely. Right knee lifts in and the heel lifts up towards the sky. If you wish, you can hold on behind the hamstring. Try to keep the spine nice and long. If you want to grab a hold of the calf, you can. If you can reach the toe and you want to send the heel up a little bit higher, you can. Please don't lose the integrity of the lower back. Keep that tailbone just sort of sinking and falling back down towards the earth and away from the crown. Beautiful. Staying here. Beautiful. Release the right foot. Knee stays in close to the chest as the left leg extends all the way on out. Here we go. Hug the leg in and let it roll out and over to the other side. Just hang here for about 3 breath cycles. Also feel the right shoulder blade just peel away from the back of the body, closer to the earth. Exhale all the air, draw the belly in, beautiful, roll back through center. Let the right foot rest where it feels good as the left knee lifts and we start to stretch that left heel up towards the sky. Hamstring, knee, calf, whatever suits, even the big toe. Staying, one more breath, I'm still here. Releasing the big stretch, bringing the knee into the chest as the right leg softens and lengthens. Beautiful. Rolling the left leg over to the right hand side. Left arm reaches out behind you. Just notice which is going to be more comfortable for the neck, where your face wants to face, what direction it wants to be. Go for comfort here. I'm still here with you, one more breath cycle. Beautiful. Bring the knees back to center. Let's keep the knees bent and the feet resting on the floor so that the legs feel really heavy and as if the feet are just sinking into the mat, into the floor, into the earth. Just sort of feel any perhaps extra twitching of any muscle fibers about the hamstrings, the glutes, calves. Wonderful. So you can let your hands rest on your heart space or your belly. You can bring your feet together and let the knees fall out wide if you wish. But just keep inviting softening, relaxation into your body. And in your own time, you'll know that you want to let the heels walk further away from you and feel that stretch through the legs. And letting go, surrendering into Shavasana. Quiet mind, quiet body, stillness, only breathing. Please remain not doing anything at all, simply breathing. And just let all the little buzzes, all the little tickles, all the little twitches, just let them be. Inviting your attention to notice them. Letting them be seen, felt, heard, acknowledged. To continue to accept your divine, beautiful body. So you may want to even put that into your own words, your own context. I accept my divine, beautiful body. I accept you as you are. You are wonderful. You surprise me. You are always there for me. Thank you, beautiful body. Thank you. Just ever so slightly notice the body being breathed. Beautiful breath flowing in, wandering around, nurturing, caring, energizing. Then when its work is done, just leaves. Anything you don't need just flows back out, and that cleans up, but it allows this beautiful big space ready for the next breath to flow in. Lovely. So let's begin to transition back into the world with a few gentle wriggles of the fingers and wriggles through the toes. And then what do you feel within your body? Is it the skin with your body touching, the fingers touching each other, or the toes, or is it the air temperature on your skin? Are you starting to feel the weight of your body sinking into the surface underneath you? Maybe you're feeling into your whole body, and remembering that you also have a head and a mind and a gorgeous face. If you wish, you can just sway gently. You can lift your legs into your heart space. You can roll over and rest on one side. Just whatever movements continue to comfort you. And just take another couple of breath cycles, just remaining attentive, interested, until you're ready to lift yourself up to a comfortable seated practice, seated position, seated place. Beautiful. Thank you so very much for helping me introduce this week's theme of loving and accepting our amazing bodies. Thank you for joining me in another yoga practice via Zoom Live with some wonderful, wonderful ladies. I hope you felt like you were really here with us, and you get to practice yoga again tomorrow, the next day, with us very soon. Thank you.